Hey, what's up, guys? If you've seen my last video that came out, it's been about 15, 20 seconds since I've seen you, whatever. Just enough to get some water in me. Yeah, long time. All right, well, I do want to start this video out by actually thanking a few people. I was kind of saying in the other video yesterday. Yeah, that would be, yesterday's video. That I kind of wanted to actually say thanks to a few people. I've only been doing this for a really short period of time. But um, Jamie, C Swept, and Eris have, I think they've commented on every single one of my videos so far, and I can't thank them enough for their support. Uh, they've at least kind of been kind of keeping me going, seeing them actually commenting on these, even though, go figure, I'm actually trying to talk to you guys, and my camera decides to just take a shit. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I really wanted to thank them for all their support so far, and look forward to their support in the future. And Baker, man, if you watch this, I'm disappointed. You said that you were going to get me every single day. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know you're on vacation and all. I hope you're enjoying your vacation. But hey, man, you promised. Man, I can't wait till you get your videos or start going. Get your lives back up. And if you guys don't understand that reference, it's because you're not in those servers or on those streams. I'm going to stop trying to actually talk about stupid shit, and I'm actually going to get in the game here. So, the last video that I literally just made was just for the Once Awake quest. If you have not watched that yet, for some reason you maybe haven't done the quest, maybe you're stuck on it, something like that, you need help with it, by all means go back, watch that video. It's literally just there if you want to watch it. There's really nothing substantial about it. I made it pretty much just in case you get stuck doing the quest and you need a little bit of guidance, then you can watch that video and actually see what I do. Other than that, all we're doing in this video, actually we're doing two things. So if you saw the last video, you saw me start making the taxon down here. I also want to go in, I actually want to make this boltor. But to do that, I need to be mastery rank 2. If you try to build something you can't yet, you'll hear that sound. Sorry, my phone screen just did something kind of weird. I was expecting the camera to suddenly crash. Okay, anyway. Yeah, before we do that, however, we are going to take our Mastery Rank 2 test, which means we need to load all three of these. And we're only going to be using the Lado in this one, so we're going to want it anyway. So, crit chance. I was really hoping for a regular Hornet Strike, but oh well. Okay, so just like the Mastery Rank test, you can practice if you need to. I'm going to save you some time. Did you get Mastery Rank 1? You can get Mastery Rank 2. The only difference is instead of using your primary weapon, you're using your secondary weapon. That's literally the only difference. And then when we get to Mastery Rank 3, same exact thing, only now you're just using your melee weapon only. Life is really simple at low ranks. Trust me. Wait until you take the, which one is it? I think it's for Mastery Rank 20. Oh my god, I think I failed that thing 2 days in a row. But it was my own stupidity that, it wasn't for lack of practice. It was me trying to get through it really quick and screwing up instead of just, taking my time. So, wasn't exactly the hardest test in the world. And yes, one of these days I actually will be getting up to Mastery Rank 20 in this whole series. But, oh, Jesus Christ, really? Sorry. Die. God, I'm so happy I'm not monetized right now. I'd probably get struck for doing that. That's the whole test.
A formidable performance. This test
I know,
is
tough,
now
right?
complete. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Okay, and you get the same stuff, which, again, yeah, I'm not covering all that stuff right now. Just, there's really no point. We don't have access to syndicates, we don't have access to relics, so We don't have access to void traces. Literally, the only thing in there that you would understand right now is the extra mod slot.
Check your inbox, operator. Maybe orders will get a message someday.
Oh, okay. I don't know why that just screwed up like that, but okay. So, another uh, mastery slate. Yes, you get one of those for literally every single level. Also, or every single rank, I'm sorry. Also, oh yeah, clans. Yeah, I don't want to get into a clan right now. So, anyways, um, for those mastery slates, what you'll notice is they come in threes. So for mastery rank 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. Well, obviously, I'm sure every one of you knows how to count. Mastery rank 1 is bronze. Mastery rank 2 is silver. Mastery rank 3 is gold. And then it repeats that same uh, pattern, literally all the way through to 30. It's gonna technically there's 32, but yeah, we're not getting into that right now. But yeah, so bronze, silver, gold, bronze, silver, gold, etc., etc., etc. The only difference is if you see this little symbol right here. If you're still at mastery rank 1, that'll be bronze. Looking at this, mine right here is silver. If you've already got to rank 3, it'll be gold. Obviously, I just covered all that, but my point is that that symbol will, yeah, because pointing to my screen is, I'm pulling a Baker now. Hopefully, he still remembers that. Um, this symbol here will stay the same for all 3 levels. Now, once you get to mastery rank 4, the symbol will change and it'll be bronze, and then pattern again. Just the symbol itself will change. All right.
Operator,
Now,
I run diagnostic regressions.
our
All systems
whole
nominal.
point that we're
You
doing
don't need to
here,
thank me.
after I start building the bolt for, because I just remembered that. Yeah, don't worry about this thing right now. This is something we're going to be dealing with later, because you need something else before you can even use that. Plus, you don't know what an arc wing is at the moment, so we're going to forget about that right now. Something else I actually did want to mention, it had popped into my head earlier today actually, is I never actually explained to you. I was so quick to just finish the Jackal and get the video over with because I was pushing an hour. Ended up being, what was it, an hour, 1 minute, something like that. And I never really talked about what you got at the end of the Jackal. Now, at the end of every, essentially every boss fight, every assassination mission, you'll get something. In this case, with the Jackal, we got the Rhino chassis. This is where you get the components for Rhino. Now, there's not a guarantee that you'll ever get all 3 in any way, shape, or form. You may get 5 chassis here in a row, and then you'll finally get a system, and then you'll get 2 more chassis, and then maybe you'll get an neuroptics. You just have to keep doing it until you have one of each. Excuse me. You can build them at any time you want. Like, I can start building this right now. Personally, I usually wait until I have all of them because it really doesn't matter one way or the other, and I just finish them all so that I can just go through and pick them when they're all done and then just build Rhino, let's say. This camera is really pissing me off. I have a feeling I might know what it is. Oops. Screw it. This video is not going to be too terribly long, so let's just say screw it. So all we're doing today is we are getting to Mars. Right up here. That's all we're doing. Let's go over to Earth, and we take a look at the Mars Junction. So we have to defeat 150 Frontier Grineer enemies on Earth. We've already done Once Awake. Obviously, that was the last video. So I just need to defeat 27 more enemies on Earth, and that part's done. I've got the 500 Rudo, and I need to complete Suisse on Mercury. That's all I need to do. So we come over here to Mercury, and we see here's Suisse right here. So we just need to complete that, and then we get to Suisse, and then we go right back to Earth. So let's just jump right into this. And I'm going to screw it up. Oh well. I wanted to go in with my Paris, not the Bratton. It's not really not going to make any big difference though.
Here. Leave no one standing.
Literally all I got to do is go through and kill. Seriously, I was close enough to get hit with blast. Once again though, I mean really don't worry about the status effects. They don't really make any difference at the moment. When you get into later gameplay, you really have to start watching a few things. It will kind of matter. And speaking of status effects, that gives you you saw the little magnet looking thing. So obviously that little it's the reason I say get rid of the sensor bar. It procs magnetic on it. Now, magnetic in itself isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. It really doesn't, especially at this point, it really doesn't affect you that much. So, what magnetic does, and keep in mind that all these status effects that I might mention, they work on the enemies as well. What magnetic does is it prevents your shields from recharging. So you may have noticed that after getting hit by the enemy a few times, your shield goes down, but then after you don't take any kind of damage for a little bit of time, your shield will start to regrow, or well, technically regrow, replenish, recharge, however you want to put it. Magnetic prevents it from actually recharging, but that's only while you're affected with magnetic. I screwed that up. Also, come to think of, oh no, I did say fire. Yeah, fire, if I remember correctly, fire, I believe it halves your armor. Again, I'm not getting too in-depth in any of that right now because that's all, I'll be covering all of that in depth when I get into the modding video. Which won't still, it'll still be a little ways away. I mean, we don't even have a toxic mod yet, and I don't think we have more than maybe 2 of different types of mods on any single weapon right now. So it's really pointless for me to start going through and talking about modding. I know, I'm pretty sure every video so far I've said something about modding doesn't matter right now. I'm not going in depth about it. And then I talk about it a little bit more than I did before. Come on, where are you? Here you are. Yeah, napalms are, they're annoying. If you get a chance with napalms, do a, one of those attacks. In case anyone doesn't know what I'm doing, because I'm pretty sure I showed it in at least one video. There we go. There's one of those. I just realized that I was about to say something that I mentioned in the last video. In case you haven't watched the last video, some enemies are more difficult to defeat than others. And you have an option to, as you just saw pop up there, and you also saw pop up when I killed that one napalm. Excuse me, it's called a mercy kill. And all you have to do is get their health down enough that that little red thing pops up over them. And then you just get up close to them and you hit, well in my case it's the letter G on my keyboard. Same thing that you use to interact with consoles and stuff like that. And you'll do a mercy kill, which just kills them instantly. Yeah, that's it. That other thing, it's I believe it's called aerial attack, something like that. I can't even remember what it's called, to be honest with you. But you jump up, and as you're looking down, you press the melee button, in my case V, and you just it's slam attack. I think is actually what it is. Like if you come down here and actually look at your, just hit upgrade because it makes it easier. You look through your damage here, and you see this right here, slam attack. So a slam attack does 662.4 damage, whereas just a regular attack hits for 165 damage. And let's see. Oh, I do have Molten Impact. Every faction is weak against something kind of specific to a degree. Fire is one of the ones. Fire actually affects Infested the most, and it also affects Grenier. Lightning and Magnetic. I really haven't gotten into Magnetic at all, but Lightning and Magnetic affects Corpus more than anything. When we get into actually scanning a lot of enemies, you'll be able to see how all of it's done. Also, in case you want to jump ahead and actually
Orders has
do
been counting stars,
modding yourself
operator.
to like check
All
things out,
accounted for.
what you can do is as you put things in here, you can actually hover over this. Oh yeah, I don't have it on anymore. So like heat here, highly effective against infested flesh, as I just said. Moderately effective against Grenier cloned flesh and infested. Heat status effect sets enemies on fire, causing them to panic and temporarily reduces their armor up to 50%. Up to 50%. But it says, with multiple stacks. So you have to have a certain amount of stacks on them for it to actually reach 50%. I have no idea what the numbers are on that. There's websites for that. I don't get into that whole deal. I just know that heat affects them. If I can proc a lot of heat on one enemy, I do it. Like that's literally how I go about it. Cold, on the other hand, let's put that back. There we go. And we hover over cold. Highly effective against Corpus shields. Moderately effective against infested sinew and Grenier alloy armor. Cold status effects. Oh my god. Cold status effect causes enemies to move and attack up to 90% slower and take up to 50% more critical damage with multiple stacks temporarily. So the critical damage is important there. You have to be able to actually get a critical hit in order for it to actually cause more damage. But you can also slow an enemy up to 90% if you have enough status effects on them. Isn't modding fun? And I'm not even going in depth yet. Now, real quick, the last one that I can do well, actually I can do that as well. But I'm just going to show you Blast real quick, and this is what happens when you combine two different types together. Now, Blast, created by combining blah blah blah, highly effective against Grenier machinery and fossilized infested. Don't ask me. I honestly don't know. Although Grenier machinery, I do have an idea, such as robots. But there's better things than Blast, because Blast you can actually hit yourself with Blast and you can knock yourself back. Yeah. Isn't it fun? Anyways, Blast status effect reduces enemy gun accuracy up to 75% with multiple stacks for a short duration. So, yeah, you get enough stacks on them. Now, the Grenier already suck. They can't shoot worth a shit. They're like the Vogon fleet, or Vogons, I should say, for those of you that have actually seen or read uh, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So anyways, I'm going to take Northwind out. I'm going to keep Molten Impact, and this should be Radiation. Yep, we do not want to do that. Do I want anything else? I really don't. So this thing here restores 1 health per status type affecting the target. Not worth it at all, like ever. By the time this would actually be effective for you, you're going to have other ways of actually regenerating health. I'll tell you that right now. Or if not regenerating health, at least having a lot more health. So yeah. And this video is already at 20 minutes, and there's still something else I really need to get
There
to.
is a
So
prisoner here that is vital to our
enough teaching,
operations.
more
Search
playing.
for the holding
How's that?
location.
Because our whole objective today is just to get to Mars. That's all I want to do. And remember, I said for a little while here, really the only thing that you really need to concentrate on for the most part is getting through the star chart. Like, that's literally it. You'll level up your rank, you'll level up your weapons along the way. You don't have to concentrate on actually
We can't leave
leveling
without rescuing the prisoner.
them
Keep
up
searching.
right now. You also don't have to.
You
Oh,
are
that's why.
approaching the holding area.
Yeah, you also don't have to
If the Warden's
concentrate
detect you,
on.
They will surely initiate the execution sequence.
Sorry, I really want to take these alarms out. I expected there to be a one of these deals there. Sorry guys, I keep getting distracted by other stuff. Yeah, you don't have to worry about like right now making new weapons. We will be doing that when I start going live. You're gonna actually see me making a lot of weapons fairly soon. But I'm also going to be going for longer than an hour. Do not tell me one of you assholes just saw me. I'm gonna be pissed if they set off an alarm. Oh, I really don't want to do this.
Here are the holding
I
cells.
usually go
Search
a
each
different
one
way
for
to
the
get in here,
hostage.
but since I found myself literally right in front of the door, I just said screw it.
I thought I was
Yay.
gonna die in there. Thank you.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect
Now, some of
them
you
at
may
all
remember,
costs.
if you, I think it was yesterday's video that I was talking about doing a rescue and how I never find the rescue target on the very first try. Somehow yesterday I did. Well, that just goes to show you right there that, yeah, that was 2 tries. I swear to you, the game does get a lot more fun. This is just the tedious stuff you kind of got to get through to get to a lot of the really fun parts, like doing a 30 wave defense on Sedna. Those get really fun, especially right at the end of wave 15. Not going to give away any spoilers, just that's a fun one. Oh wow. Bunch of easy ones. Exterminate, rescue, and capture. 3 of the easiest mission types out there. All leading up to
You are here
the
on a
one
capture
that I
mission.
actually need.
You must find, capture, and extract our target.
And of course, I literally, since all I need to do is take out this person right here. Yes, they do turn invisible sometimes, but they always come. They always pop back up after a few seconds. So if you end up completely losing it,
Mission complete.
the target that is,
Point.
literally just kind of move around a little bit, just so that you're not quite literally standing there like a target. Oh wow, it's actually down here. Okay. You'll get to learn your way around here, or different missions. It takes time. Yeah, I swear I was just saying something and I completely forgot it again. There we go. Hold on. Oh, yeah. That's what I was saying. Yeah, don't be a standing target. You know, move around, especially against Grenier, because they can't shoot worth a shit. So just kind of move around, and then once the target pops back up, you'll see the red marker again, and then you just chase them down and take them out. That's it. There's really nothing really big about it, or really big about it. Yep. Okay. Now for this last one. Yes, in case you haven't seen me do this a few times already, I do vape. I kind of try not to vape on camera just because I know sometimes YouTube can be a real bitch. And my hope is that by the time I get monetized, or anywhere near monetization, and some reviewer has to go back through videos, I'm hoping that these videos here are far enough back that they don't give a shit to actually watch.
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands.
Are any of you about to set off an alarm? Because if not, I'd like to go in here.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they
Okay,
will
then.
start destroying the data.
Yeah, there's nothing but sensor guys in here, so...
Data
Oh,
extracted.
if you
They
don't
won't even
unlock
know it's
that,
gone.
and you happen to get seen by that guy right there, that big guy right there is going to drop down and come after you. As you can see, that just happened, and it's not dropping down. It only happens if you have not yet hacked the console there.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
It's not near as hard as the assassination target jackal, but it is still a jackal. And especially at the lower levels and having pretty much unmodded
Stay
weapons,
focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
it's not fun. I'm not even going to joke around and say it's a fun fight. No, it really is not fun at all. Oh, Jesus. Went to the complete opposite side. Okay, let's stop doing this. I'm actually on video. Yes, I have been bored enough that I've actually sat there and picked off enemies.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Oh, this one's really annoying. You might actually want to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Because there's actually two beam things inside here. You can see that one kind of right there. It's actually gonna, there you go, you can see it move. Well, there's another bar. It's actually this one right in front of me here that goes straight down and moves up like this. And that one, that little console takes one of them out. We're going to come through here, go to the right, drop down here, through here, and there's another console right here. That takes out those two. Next, we're going to come all the way through here, Gonna bullet jump up here, and we're just gonna sit. Oh, never mind. That's already far enough away. That guy right there is usually coming down this way by the time you get up there. And ooh, that was close. And you have to wait until it goes by so that the sensors don't pick you up, and then jump up here like I just did. Be careful of that because that'll actually set off the alarm. Drop down. Here's the console.
Excellent work. A clean
If
extraction with no
you set
alarms.
off an alarm, come back out here to where that is. You know what? Screw it. To where we came up there. If you end up setting off an alarm, you come around here, and there's a console right here. You hack that, it'll open that door, which is literally just the other side here. There's the hole that we dropped down. That's right there. So that's if you set off an alarm. One of these days, what I'll actually do is I'll record. I don't want to do that. I don't want to edit videos. I was going to say one of these days I'll actually make a video that just has all of the different like secret passageway deals, like this one. Now, if ever you want to, something cool that you can do is if you find your way to the spy vault and you go in, get to actually hacking the main console, whatever, it will automatically open everything up for you. Everything that would be open from the start. And if you just take your time, kind of go around, you'll be able to find different passageways. That's literally how I found the majority of the ones that I know. There were a few that while I was watching some other video from somebody else that I saw them kind of do one, and I was like, wait, what? And I checked it out myself, and yeah. But that was only maybe 2 or 3 of them out of a dozen or so that I know. I honestly don't even know how many there are. Jesus Christ. Okay, so that was Suisse. Now I go back to Earth. Now we get into something kind of important here. Actually, 2 things. One, you can see there I got the Ivara Systems blueprint. If you want to know more about it right this second, look it up. Simple thing I can say is that the star chart has 3 different rotations. Technically rotated, it's actually tiers. From Earth to Mars, might be all the way to Phobos. I'm not entirely sure. I got to look that up again. But from Earth to Mars, at least, is tier 1. A simple way to think about this is Jupiter to Uranus, I want to say. Sorry, Uranus is tier 2, and then Neptune all the way up to Sedna is tier 3. To get Ivara, you need to do spy vaults. However, we just got the systems. The systems are available on tier 1. One of the others, I forget which ones, are on tier 2. The last one is on tier 3. And the blueprint is also on tier 3 for Ivara. You cannot buy Ivara in the market. So pretty much everything up to Mars if you need the systems. Say Saturn if you need to get whatever the tier 2 one is. And maybe Pluto or Sedna, actually Pluto's Corpus. So I'll say Sedna. Do the spy mission on Sedna for tier 3. That's all. Okay, now we're actually going to Earth, and there's something very specific we're going to be doing on Earth that's going to be brand new. It's called open world. Now, when most people hear open world, they think giant open world, lots of people in it. No. You can be in a team in the open world, but you're still limited to 4 people total, including yourself. Other than that, it's just a giant open area, which open world, right? There's a bunch of different things. There's so many different things that you're able to do. Not so much in the open world itself, but in the kind of lead in into it. Now there's 3 total that I know of. I don't know if there's a 4th one yet. But you've got it's called Plains of Eidolon. Actually, if you're looking at my the screen here, you'll see world cycles at the bottom of that little informational thing there. You see Plains of Eidolon, Orb Vallis, and Cambion Drifts. Plains of Eidolon is on Earth, Orb Vallis is on Venus, and Cambion Drift is on Deimos, which we haven't even seen yet. They are all. Ooh, and I gotta hurry up because it's nighttime there. I'm not going to be talking too much about what the difference between night and day is, warm and cold on Orvalis, and Vohm and Fass on Cambion Drift. Just know that you get different things, and well, that's really on Cambion Drift. You get different things, but also you get different fish because you can fish in open worlds, you can mine in open worlds. There's different resources that you get that are specific to things that you can get in the lead-in area to the open world, which is Cetus, Fortuna, and the Necrolisk in the order of Earth, Venus, and Deimos. There's a lot, like a lot, a lot. Okay, we'll be covering all of that. But one of the reasons why I wanted the Breton when I did wasn't necessarily just for the Corpus enemies. It's also because what you'll learn. Fucking camera. Come on back. Come on back. There you go. What you'll learn is that for certain enemies, for certain areas, stuff like that, you're going to want to take specific weapons with you. On Earth, you do not want to bring a shotgun or a bow. You can get away with a sniper rifle, but even that's kind of meh. Any kind of automatic rifle, good. Anything with some kind of distance, because there are flying, well, not so much flying enemies per se, but there's enemies in kind of flying machines. You'll see. Now, to get to Plains of Eidolon, we have to go to Cetus. Now, after we unlock Cetus, Plains of Eidolon specifically, you can go straight to Plains of Eidolon. However, Cetus is where you go to create a ZAW. That'd be ZAW, or for my non-American viewers, that would be ZAW, because, I don't know, you got to add extra letters to your alphabet. So anyway, within Cetus, yeah, you can make a ZAW. You can get, God. You know what, let's just go into it and make it just so much easier. There is a quest that we're going to have to do here. Oh, and yes, there will be other people inside these areas. And I will warn you guys ahead of time, there might be some lag. And there is a cutscene the first time you go in here. If I can skip it, I'm going to. But if it's your first time, please go through it. Yay! And it still lags. Okay, no matter what, you will always start literally on this exact spot, facing this way. You're just going to go straight across here. On top of this rock, through this tree. And yes, I know there's lag, just bear with it. Cetus and Plains of Eidolon takes up a lot of crap. So, I just talked about a ZAW. This is where you make a ZAW. I will not be showing you how to make a ZAW. Just know that there's 3 components. You can have one of each component. Depending on the combination that you create, it will create a different type of melee weapon. I will be going back at one point to make a ZAW, but just know that, yeah, if you want to explore it. This thing here, this is what I got kind of stuck on with trying to kind of tell you that this is other stuff that you can get. This is something that has to do with
The business, they call
being
it.
able to capture
If he
animals.
thinks you are up to the
Technically,
task of
like you
conservation,
do an animal
he will
hunt,
equip you
but you don't
appropriately.
kill it.
Then we shall another time.
There's a lot of parts of this. We'll be covering a lot of it to a degree, more or less in depth. Um, just really not right now. This right here is the mining area, and right back here is fish. You can trade in fish, you can cut the fish to get the resources from them. Mining, you can trade in uh, minerals, specific minerals that you mine for standing with the uh, well, that was fun. Ooh, so every open world has technically a faction, a syndicate, whatever you want to call it. All right, this is better. Um, and you're able to get standing in it or favor. So yeah, you can turn minerals in to get them, or you can do bounties for Kanzu here.
Gotta prove yourself first. Head out on the plains and show me what you can do.
Yeah. You do that, and you only have the one right now. Then you go into here. There we go. And you go straight through to this other door here. Along the way over here, it'll start essentially loading Plains of Eidolon for you. And then you just have to wait for it to finish loading. Then these doors will open, and you'll be able to get to Plains of Eidolon. All right. And we're already at 40 minutes. That's why I'm trying to, like, come on.
The plains of Eidolon. The
And
site
this is
of a
Plains of
historic battle
Eidolon.
between the Orichan and a
That
great
thing right there
sentient.
is a kind of a
These plains are
transport
last
device.
refuge of the sentients who attacked the
And
tower
I'm actually
long
going to
ago.
kind of use it, but
If local legends are true,
Jesus.
not want to be out here at night.
So come over here, link pad,
Kanzu
whatever.
was right.
All
The
these
Grineer
little
will never be
angel-looking
allowed to live
things, they're all blink
comfortably on
pads.
the
You can
plains.
teleport to any
Let's
one
make
of them
this
that you
place
want.
as
I'm going to
inhospitable as
teleport to this one
possible for
here.
them. All your work has led to this. Take out
Poof.
as many Grineer as you can.
And there we go. Now also you can press M for the map to make it bigger. And you can get an idea of kind of where you are, where things are. Or you can press and hold M, and you've got a bigger map just like this. It shows you a lot of good old things. Because when you get back here and you don't yet have a K drive or an arc wing, and you're trying to run or bullet jump, all that good stuff to travel fast to get all the way back over here to Cetus, it's gonna take you a little while. I'm not talking like minutes, or well, actually, it might actually take a minute to get all the way up there. That's kind of why they put those blink pads in, because it used to be just absolutely insane trying to go all the way to the back and then all the way back to the front. Okay, that thing that I just took out there, that will at times, it'll, I'm trying to think of how to put it, a sensor essentially that, excuse me, that causes more enemies to drop in on you. So if you don't want a whole bunch of enemies around you, essentially, then yeah, I'm not going to be able to take it out in time. No, maybe I will. That's weird. Which one of you assholes just shot me? Where the fuck are you? There you are. Oh, you hear that? Oh, never mind. It was just released. Never mind. I was like, you hear that? That's the sound that it
Feel
makes.
sorry.
But no, it really isn't.
Remembrance with the costs and diamonds. Here's your crown. Wasn't without.
That's what I think about your damn energy leeching bullshit. I will say, if you guys are just joining this game for the very first time and you're playing through for the very first time, to a degree, I want to tell you that you should really consider yourself lucky, because the way the Eximus enemies used to be was a absolute pain in the ass. Like nowadays, you can actually see when they're doing their specialized Eximus things. It used to be invisible, so you'd be sitting there fighting a bunch of enemies, and out of nowhere, you'd have literally no energy left, even though 2 seconds ago you had full energy. Yeah, and it turns out that you had an energy leech right near you somewhere, and it was leeching your energy, and you had no idea. Fun times. And that was for 9 years. And of course, my camera just poofed again. Okay, seriously, the phone isn't hot or anything. Alright, hang on. This thing's... There we go. I will figure this thing out eventually. Like, what's actually going on with it.
Got something. Heavy hitter like you needs a little snack. You
Okay.
come back again
Before
soon.
we do that whole personal favor thing, because I'm trying to remember, I think that after you complete that first quest there, you can actually leave and you can actually get past Plains of Eidolon, which is really all I want to do. If I have to do that whole quest, I'm going to be pissed. Because this will literally be the end of the... Alright, perfect. Yay! So as you can see, we've got complete Suisse, we've got 500 Rubido, we've got Once Awake done, and now all we need is 27 more enemies, and we'll be done. And this mission here is the mobile defense, which means chances are we're going to get the amount of enemies that we need. Now, real quick, I just want to touch on this. We're not actually going to be going and doing it just yet. If you're looking for credits, potential of Endo, even though it's kind of rare, I'm trying to remember if it's even actually one of them. Anyways, mods, experienced for the most part. Excavation. It is an endless mission, and all it is you get to the area that you need to, the thing will drop down, excavator. Certain enemies will come out with these blue things on them, these blue...
Ordis is angry. I may require maintenance upgrade.
Trying to think of something that I... Think of it like this water bottle. Now imagine it's kind of blue here with like yellow ends on the side. This is what it looks like. After you defeat the enemy, it'll drop one. You go over it, you press G, in my case anyway, to pick it up, and then you just run next to the excavator, and it'll keep it powered. You have to do 4 of them, I believe, to keep it powered 100% of the time. And then from there, you just wait for the timer to count down, and then the excavator will be finished, and then you either go on to the next one or leave. That's literally it. You will see me doing excavations at one point. I'm just not doing it in this video. Okay.
This is a mobile defense mission.
Oh, and I still
You must
have my
deliver
secondary
payloads
on.
and defend
Yes.
locations while I break into the
Oh
network.
my god, lag.
Be prepared for heavy resistance.
I hate
Can't do
Earth.
this
I
without
really
you.
do. They put so much crap into this, like graphics-wise, for absolutely no reason, to the point where I have basically the lowest settings on this, and it still lags this much when it first loads.
This will only get more to the terminal and prepare for enemy resistance.
But you can see right after it actually loads everything, it's
Get me in and get
I'm
ready to defend.
no longer laggy. It's so annoying.
This will take a moment.
Like literally, let's put it this way, when I was checking to make sure that my computer could actually handle making these videos and everything, I didn't test a whole lot of worlds and test out different things and this and that. No, I literally just tested it on different Earth missions only, because that's all I needed to do. If I was able to make videos at 60 frames per second on Earth, then I could make videos on any other world quest anywhere. That's how bad how graphic intensive just the missions on Earth are. Hey, C-Swept, if you watch this, I know that you commented on one of my videos saying that it was tangent-free. Well, how's that for a tangent? I know it didn't last as long as Baker or Mojo sometimes, but damn it, it's a tangent. I just started singing "Damn It, Janet" in my head because of that.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend.
Oh, that's not what I... Oh, you son of a bitch.
This will take a moment. Stay focused.
Fuck.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Yeah, I know. Who the fuck do you think I was running towards? Oh, and I can hear them. That's where you're coming from. Wait, what the hell am I... Oh, son of a... Ah, fuck off.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
Alrighty. Holy sh... I've already got 64 kills.
Location reached. Drop me in
And I got
defend the
neuroptics. Yay!
position. I'm in, Tenno.
What the fuck?
This will take a moment.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're not cool. Fuck you. And if anyone can tell me that movie, I don't know, I'll clap for you. Sorry, I'm new at this.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Okay, 14 seconds left. 7, 6, 5.
The odds were against us, Tenno,
Ooh,
but we did
I
it.
chose right.
Mission complete.
That's annoying. Alrighty. Ooh, I got a regular vitality. Wait, did I already have a regular vitality? Now I can't remember. Okay, so in this case, I'm actually going to go back and I am actually going to put an extra mod on real quick. Because... Come on. There we go. we are going right up to this Mars junction because now all 4 are done. But I want to be able to hit a little bit harder with my melee, with my sword. So,
If I may say,
I want to hop in
operator,
here.
your
Alright, I've already
chosen
got
Warframe
so
suits
I'm
you.
actually going to take that out,
Ah,
and I'm going to put, yeah, because that's magnetic. So, although is that really going to be worth it? Probably not, but it's extra damage, so I'll take it. Sure. There we go. And remember, bullet dodge, aim glide, number 2. No, so your number 2 ability, the radial blind, then hack away. It's literally all we're going to be doing on every one of these junctions. Yeah, Excalibur kind of makes it a little easy. Although I will say this, I do like how they changed it up a little bit. It used to be if you did the radial blind against one of the specters here, you could actually run behind it and actually execute, like do a stealth kill, which would instantly kill them. At least here you have to hit them more than once. And if you're using a another frame like Mag or Bolt, I'm not entirely sure exactly which abilities might
operator,
really
is
assist
that
you
a
with it, but I
upgrade
guarantee you
relic
that
segment?
that some of the
Orders
abilities that
have
you have, you just have to learn
frozen,
how to actually
well,
use them effectively.
forever.
That's really it. And just like that, we're at Mars. Day 4 is done. Um, from this point on, I actually will be mostly streaming if everything works out correctly. I already did do a little bit of testing, and it looks like everything's actually working properly. So starting Monday, because I'm actually off, or not off, I have a family gathering tomorrow, which may or may not go into Sunday. Uh, so I'll most likely not be around for the rest of this weekend. But starting Monday night, I'm thinking around 7-ish. We'll see about that one. But starting Monday, I will be live streaming. Yeah. I'll be live streaming because I can speak.
I beg
Jesus
your pardon,
Christ.
operator.
Anyways,
I thought you'd want to know.
so yeah, that's the end of it. Real quick. Oh my God, I'm already back here on Earth. If some of you might be wondering, well, you didn't have to defeat a boss, and yeah, we're not going to for a while. It's actually all the way down here at this place called Tikal. I don't know. But this thing here is what's called an Arcwing mission, and we don't even have access to an Arcwing yet. So, yeah, it's going to be a little while before we get up. Actually, I think that might be. I think Oro is actually where. Oh, I remember that. Sorry, that was from years ago. I haven't seen Dog Days in a while. So, anyways, yeah, I believe it's actually on Oro, but either way, it's on one of these two. It's past Urpo, so one of these two has the boss of Earth. So we won't be doing that for a little while now. But next time you guys see me, I'll actually be getting through Mars and building weapons and doing a whole bunch of stuff. But when it comes to actual training and tutorial stuff, that's kind of over. The only other video I really need to do is the mods, and we're almost there. Probably a few more days. So hopefully you guys can join me for a live sometime. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video whenever I do that. See you guys later.